This is a topic I love to talk about. But I would love to hear your opinion about the Tesla Cybertruck. Paulie, give me something.
First thing that came to mind.
When you saw it? Or just now?
Just now.
Right.
But also kind of, it was something that did come to mind when I first saw it. Was like a toy. Like a Transformer, something.
With a good or a bad slant to that.
I did not like it at first. And I still kind of don't like it. There's elements to it that I don't like. And there's other things that I think are really cool.
All right, we'll get into that. What do
I
you
think it makes perfect sense. I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think that's going to be the production vehicle.
At all?
At all. At all.
So you think he's showing more of a concept?
I think I think he's reaching a little bit.
They've been driving it around.
I've heard that they weren't actually driving it. I read a couple of things that a lot of it was like photoshopped in.
Well, there was a video, or there's video and footage of Elon pulling up to.
I saw something. I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
but like in LA or something, he
pulls up right next to like a valet booth, and like he's getting out of the vehicle.
Well, now, I share a similar opinion though, that I think he's showing the
capabilities of Tesla.
I think he's trying to get people. I think he's trying to build an impression of what a Tesla truck is, and I think that's a different, super tough, like, thing, right? But I hope and I think that it's like I told you when I first saw it, is that there's just a couple slight things that could change, just a couple tiny modifications, like a line here, or like some things like that could be done that would take it from this. This is my opinion of it.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah. All right.
Do you think that they had to reach like do the most because of probably the Rivian?
The Rivian.
Oh, the Rivian truck.
The Rivian has been like out there for a long time.
Right, which didn't Ford buy Rivian?
Right. So they've been out there for a long time. So because the Rivian been out there for a long time, I felt like they couldn't have done the regular electrical truck.
Well, that plus if you've seen like when people are talking about the upcoming Tesla truck, there's been all of these
comparisons.
No, not comparisons, but like designs that other people have done. I can't think of the right word.
Like mock-ups or something.
Yeah, mock-ups of what people think the Tesla truck was going to look like, and it looked nothing like that at all.
To be honest, the Rivian is a crazy truck.
Right. Which I think is like a classy pickup.
So classy.
And maybe, see, I'm one of those people, man. I like Elon Musk.
I like him too. I think he's a brilliant guy.
Right. And you can almost see, like, when it came out, you could see him on the stage, and he was absorbing every possible reaction to that truck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every negative comment. If he wasn't hearing it in the room, you could tell. He's just like that look on his face. He's just like, there's people that are going to hate this. And it's like he knew. Like he knew.
When they broke the windows on it, you can see that he was like, I know how people are going to.
Right. And
I
think he
did that intentionally.
I don't know.
I think that was intentional.
I wouldn't go that far.
The reason why I would say that is
he didn't seem surprised.
Why would you say that something could do something and not test it and go to test it in front of the public and it failed?
So
he's too smart.
He's way too smart for that.
Yeah.
He's way too smart for that.
It's kind of like that 4D chess thing. Like he never makes a mistake. I'm not saying not him never, but like he just, everything is.
But that was is
so thought out and intentional. My only argument against that is in my opinion, when I'm watching him, after that happens, he seems a little unsettled.
Someone dropped the ball.
Right. But he handled it. I thought like he made the joke like, we'll fix it in post. I thought it was just brilliant. Like, like whatever. And then later he posted the video of like them actually testing it at work, which everybody's up in arms because the door wasn't shut. It was halfway down. There's a blanket on the bottom. Everybody was going after it. But I like Elon Musk, and it's almost like I watched him reveal that truck. And then when it was over, I was like, what is he up to? Like, I didn't feel like, kind of like what you were saying. It's not over.
Yeah.
Like he's doing something.
There's a part 2 to this episode.
Yeah. Whether it's just getting people
to react.
To react. But it's not like Tesla needs the...
No, not at all. And the thing about Elon is that he look at the first Roadster that he's a realist. Like, if something sucks, he's gonna be like, yeah, it's not ready yet. When the Roadster first came out, he was like, how many of those is there? There's only one. That was that, and it was horrible, which is why they never released it. So I don't believe that that's the final truck. Like, I don't think it's like in its final state.
Right.
I do think it's still more so like a mock-up concept vehicle.
So this is my opinion of the truck.
I like it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
like it.
I'm getting there. I don't look at the truck and go, yeah, I like that design. But when I think of the truck, I'm like, yeah. I mean, so I'm in the same boat. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But I would change the design.
I like the design.
But this is the caveat to that. Do I want one? Absolutely.
Definitely.
Sure.
Because for a few reasons. If I'm not mistaken, right, there's just like the rear wheel drive, there's the dual motor, 4-wheel drive, and then there's the tri-motor, where you got 2 motors in the back, independent, right? And then 1 in the front. That version has over 500 miles range.
Crazy.
And if I'm not mistaken, it does 0 to 60 in like 2.9 seconds.
Yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
time out.
It's ridiculous.
All the motorhead guys like, yeah, that instant torque and this, I don't care what it is. It's fast. And it's just snap your neck back
your neck back
in
fast.
that big tank looking thing. So,
And it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Super heavy.
Okay, but now, so you got the Tesla Cybertruck, which is cool. It's, to me, this is the thing about the Cyber. It's almost like a novelty vehicle.
Right.
It's just not a realistic thing.
Right.
Okay. That being said, the Ford Mach-E, the SUV, the Mustang-inspired SUV, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't read too much about it. I've just like seen like
so its performance is good.
right.
It's like rivaling Tesla vehicles, right?
Is that with the Rivian technology,
I don't think so.
or is that like Ford developed
I
technology?
don't know. That's a good question. Somebody's on YouTube screaming right now because they know. But I'll say this: the Mach-E is sick. Like when they unveiled it, because I was like super interested in it, and when they unveiled it, I had the opposite reaction that I had to the Cybertruck. I saw it and was like, "Yep, nailed it." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I can't remember what vehicle we always talk about where it's just like, oh, they killed it. What vehicle is that we talk about?
I don't know. We talk about a lot of cars.
Yeah, but there's one vehicle specifically. Oh, it's the Volvos, the new Volvo,
Yes.
the XC90 and
Yes.
stuff. We
All
talk
of them.
about it. It's as soon as you see it, you're just going, "That's it." They
Yeah, yeah,
nailed it.
yeah.
And the Mach-E was like that.
Yeah.
It was like, don't change nothing. You did it. And the Cybertruck was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. But man, I wish you'd like kind of. So for instance, I've seen some mock-ups where right where the cab meets the bed, they've just cut instead of that long
Slant.
diagonal, they kind of cut it a little bit to give it more definition.
But see, that's what I like about it. I like that it's not conventional. It's not
Right.
your regular
It's not
truck.
any
and
like
it's
any truck you've
breaking
seen.
it's breaking that thing in your mind that says a truck is supposed to look like this.
Right.
And it's different. Nothing about it is conventional, bro.
That approach is what I like the most about it is every time I see a concept vehicle by anybody, like an actual factory concept, and then the vehicle comes out, I'm always disappointed because the imagination is like there, and then when it comes to the road,
It's like
it's like
down.
every other vehicle that you see.
So I would be interested to see. I hear what you're saying, and I'm in this dream world too, where I'm like, I don't think it's the last one, and it's not because it's bad.
Right.
It's not because I don't like it. It's because I think. How do you say this? I think they can design something that I will like more. That's what it is.
So is it not-
I'm not gonna say it's
not
better.
good?
I'm not gonna say it's better. I'm not gonna say it's not good. Because I just think I love the whole approach to the Cybertruck.
I love it.
I really do.
I love it. The only thing I wouldn't like
But
about it.
can they
owning it-
change it? Can they change it now with pre-order? I know it's only $100. It's like a fake pre-order, really. You know, but like,
Fully
can
refundable and all
can they change it? Like, is there a thing in there that says like vehicle could change? You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm very interested to see because we haven't talked about it, and you kind of had the same thought that I had. Is like, I love it. It's cool. But I don't think that's what's going to be on the road. And this is the crazy thing. I believe that production on just the regular 2-wheel drive and maybe the dual motor starts late 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
And the tri-motor doesn't even start till 2022.
Right. Way later.
So
There's a lot of
we're
time.
talking from the time of this podcast, we're talking 3 years before
It's a lot of change.
it even gets into production, the tri-motor one. I mean, so I don't know.
That's a lot of changes.
I think
I'm surprised you like it.
I like that. Jack.
Because when you were headed over here, we were talking about doing this with you here, and I thought you were just gonna be like, nah.
The only thing that I wouldn't like about it, owning one, is the attention that you would get from driving it.
And the band was trying to see if it really doesn't
Right.
break the
yeah,
glass.
can I hit your car with a
Right.
sledgehammer?
Right. That's the only thing I wouldn't like. But I love everything about it, bro. This dude, Elon Musk, is like,
Literally doing what people said couldn't be done.
and I like that he's shutting people up. I like
We
that
gotta
with a
get-
smile on his
We got to
face.
get him on the podcast.
Oh yeah, that'll be easy.
Yeah. Well, no, piece of cake. Hey, Elon.
Are you my dad?
Oh my God. You wish.
I don't know. Probably not.
But yeah, I like that truck. Dope stuff.
I like that that they're not just the truck overall, but that they're doing other things. Like you mentioned, like referring it or comparing it to a tank, and then also like it just being tough. Like I like the idea of reevaluating the way that you're like the materials that they're using to build a truck, because trucks are supposed to be tough. Why are we putting the same types of metal and all this kind of stuff that we do on passenger cars that are on trucks that are supposed to be beat up?
Then that's one thing I think he's done with the marketing really well that Rivian can't do.
Right.
Is he's basically said, I think this might be a direct quote. He said, trucks say they're tough. This one's really tough.
Well, I think he was kind of like
Hitting that Ford.
Yeah.
That built Ford tough.
Yeah. I think he was doing that. I'm saying look at when they did the showing of the vehicle. They showed the video of it dragging a Ford.
Right.
You know.
Which since they've kind of conceded that they didn't do it fairly.
Right.
Still would probably win, but
So I think they're taking shots at Ford.
What's his name? What's the scientist guy?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson came out and was like, yeah,
Yeah,
not
they
fair.
were like going kind of back and forth
Physics, you know.
Yeah.
on Twitter about it.
But okay, this is a good question. and a good way to end this conversation, I think. With all Tesla vehicles considered, if you had them lined up, the Model X decked out, performance, distance, everything. The Model S, the Model 3, which I still love. Model 3. I would love a Model 3.
I would
and
buy
to
a
me,
Model
because
3.
I got a big truck already,
Right.
it makes sense for me to have
Right.
that just to zip around.
I like the Model 3.
So let me ask you though. Any Tesla, is there anything you pick over the Cybertruck?
My favorite Tesla is the Model X. Hands down. Hands down.
That's dope, isn't it?
That's
my favorite one.
My favorite. The only thing I could maybe afford is a used, beat up Model 3 that's been in an accident or something like that.
With half the batteries or something.
Yeah, half the battery's not working.
I know, because I build them Jones and somehow they end up 60 grand. I'm like, what happened?
That's the only thing I can afford. But
would you take a decked out Model X? When I mean decked out, I mean just all the performance, all the distance. Would you take that over any Cybertruck?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
I think they're about the same price, if I'm not mistaken.
Everything about the Model X, bro.
Those
dope.
rear doors.
The rear and that not even so. Just the look of the truck, like just the look of the vehicle, everything about it is just dope.
I love it.
The lights.
Have you seen the Model Y?
End.
Just like the smaller version. It's like more of a crossover version.
I think like I was watching a YouTube video and they were like he was going through all the different models.
I'll be honest. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish the Model Y. It looks a lot like. It's like if the Model X and the Model 3 had a baby type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
The Model X is practical versus the Cybertruck.
Very proud.
You're gonna get the Cybertruck because I have a Cybertruck.
This is what I think. I think if I had decked out Model X Cybertruck, I think I would pick the Cybertruck and about 2 years later say, I wish I'd have got the Model X. Once it wore off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Once the hype fades.
Once you banged your leg on the sharp corners of the bed.
And then try to sue them.
Yeah. It's cool though.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I just wouldn't own it unless I was like,
You have 100 grand to throw around.
yeah.